Hello, Stefan. Nice to see you. Hello, Paul. Hello, the black paint. Hello, Ryan. Yes, difficult here. God kväll, Anders. Salut, Ronu. Hello, Loyola. Nick. Yeah, I'm always like forgetting Loyola is Paul. Hello, Frank. Salut, Fred. Ben oui. Yeah, the power is on, thankfully. And the water is finally running again. For how long? Hello, Arkansas. I was thinking, let's put some music to warm myself up, and maybe for whomever is in the northern hemisphere right now, we need some heavy bass. Hello, 808. Hello, Chris. Hello, everyone. So, yes, I'm not completely frozen to death yet, but yeah, we'll try to have the music actually help us a little, even if what's currently playing right now might be going in the opposite direction. So already, I mean, thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you, Christian, and thank you, Ryan Smith. Ryan Smith, it's been some time I've seen you. I'm really happy to see you. And you two guys, thank you for supporting the channel with already, as soon as the stream starts, to leave a tip in the coffee jar in the description of the video. So I was just playing this little record that I used to play all the time when I was DJing in, bar settings in the late 2000s. This is the first EP by this guy, Architect, who has done an album and a bunch of singles. This is by far the best thing he's done, in my opinion. His name is Sam Anand, and I've discovered that since this EP and the album, he hasn't done much, but he, at least production-wise, but he's become a mastering engineer, and he's actually been mastering a lot of Roméo Poirier's records, if you'd believe it. So this is someone. Yeah, like the music he was doing back then, I would say was probably influenced partly by Preview 73, but as you could hear, it was something altogether different. Lots of dub, lots of heavy drum programmation, probably influenced by jazz, obviously. So this is a very low BPM dance music record. Like it's like the track I played is probably 90 BPM, something like that. Actually, yeah, there you go. And yeah, it's one of these records that when it was released, it was like, wow, this is quite novel. There's no one really doing anything like that. And basically, the record disappeared, and he got a lot of hype. And then people forget, and now you can get this record for less than $5. And it's a 4-tracker, and like more than half of these are really, really good. Anyways, thank you, Marius, also for leaving an early coffee tip to your DJ of the night. Now we're listening to somewhat recent record, like 5-6 years old, Kaplan. This guy hasn't done much. It's his first LP. He had like a record out, I think in the early 90s or maybe even late 80s. So as you can hear, this is very like industrial ambient collage, sound collage, Asmustichens-ish in a way. And this was released by the always interesting Garde record from Austria. Not much people noticed it. I didn't notice it until recently. But also they only did 150 copies of it. And it's a one-sided LP with like I don't know, maybe 15, 16, 18 tracks, like short, 17 of course. 10 Stücke, 17 pieces. So yeah, it's just a record I've been enjoying lately, just putting it on, as there's not anything like grandiose happening, but I enjoy having it in the background and getting surprised, something suddenly emerging from the established atmosphere, the established paradigm, and yeah, being taken in interesting corners. Let me just get on with the next one. Tonight is going to be pretty freeform. I got a bunch of records from many different directions, from the shelves, but also from like recent purchases, and less so recent. But yeah, This is an interesting one. Okay. Guten Abend, Michael. Yeah, it's been a long time, Ryan. I'm really happy to see you. Salut, Pinap. I love your two wheels good. Like, of course, it makes you think of two legs bad, four legs good, or whatever it is. Hello, Richard. Yeah, okay, so the artist is Kaplan. It kind of reminds me of some Volcano the Beer covers and others, and Nurse's Wound sometimes, a little bit more cartoonish in a way. Hello, Ted Cactus. So the record playing now is something a little bit odd. Yeah, not odd, the music itself, but this track is phenomenal. It's a super cheap record, totally under the radar. Blank side. So this record is something I had my eye on forever. I thought, like, this could be interesting. You know, these records you never remember, like a very dramatic reason to get it, unless you would find it in the shop, of course. And I guess it would be possible to get this one, even though, no. So let me double check. Yeah, you can get this for less than $5, easy. There's over 30 copies available of this, and median price is like less than $4. So this is a side project of a duo that I've been in love for over 20 years. And it's a little different than what they usually do. And we'll play some of their more traditional fare. Hello, Sean. Oh, who is the artist? Well, yeah, it's him, Helmut Kaplan. Salut Vibrasonic. I think I actually have. Not that I play that very often, but yeah. Salut frérot. Hello Dmitri. Nice to see you. Oh, great. You have to tell us which ones. Yeah, the flute is pretty dope here. But it's got something also, it reminds me, this track heavily of something else. So this is Ailana, which is Charles Austin and Joe Gallivan, featuring this John McMean on flute. So this would probably fall into the new age category. Most track sounds very MIDI. You get these synthesizers that, if it was a Japanese record, you'd feel, oh, this is perfectly normal. For an American record, well, okay, Dom, your grammar, we'll need to fix that. Your French grammar is still like, but you get points for trying. Hello, Frank, and thank you for leaving a tip already as well in the coffee jar. I hope I haven't missed anyone. I'll double check. Hello, Stéphane. Salut. Yo. Hello, Noisy Beast. Yeah. I'll be actually... Hello, Liam. I have something for you. So Charles Austin and Joe Gallivan are a jazz duo, pretty far out. They did a collaboration with Jean Schwartz, whom I interviewed a couple of months ago now, maybe. The French musique concrète, electronic music, avant-garde hero, at least of mine. And I actually had a couple of their albums that I bought when I started to buy jazz, just like checking stuff without any knowledge and hearing it and thinking, this is great. Most of their stuff doesn't sound like that. We'll play more of their music later during the stream. But yeah, this is just lush, like fourth world, ambient, new age-ish jazz. What's the best way to describe this? So, Ilana, they got one other album that is, sadly, that doesn't have any gems like this track. That, yeah, 8 minutes, 22 seconds. It's the best track of the album, I'll be straight with you, but for $5, I mean, this is pretty dope. Yeah, it could be. No, it doesn't have the John Hassel sound, but like the cover, yeah, and the general atmosphere, I guess. Hello, James. What is Blitz? I'm not sure I know what you're talking about, and you're probably making a joke. And you see, it's in the eye of the beholder, because, well, maybe William Basinski's Vaporwave. It's like, William Basinski is like old school Vaporwave. Exactly, Justin. And yeah. Cheers. Yeah, me neither yet. I will eventually. Famfion, I know them. Yeah, exactly. I was watching this little stream Michael did with Thomas, and I played some David Axelrod, and I thought, I haven't listened to this album in a long time.
Capable of good or evil, so who'll lead you, feed you to the beast, cause politicians don't need you. Being a child is illegal. No bid, said Samuel, petting his bald eagle. Then two voices spoke, we do. We bid, said trouble and hunger. We bid for their life and limb. When they get to be too many, we'll take care of them. Like our own, we'll hide them in secret places where no one can hear their moan.
This is an album, his last album before he died, that he did for Mowax, surprisingly. Not totally surprisingly, as David Axelrod was heavily sampled by the late 80s, early 90s hip-hop beats culture, obviously. And as James Lavelle, the uncle, the boss of Mowax, was a big fan of that and had the means, because Mowax was so successful.
I bid for them all. I'll teach them 1,000 things. To lie, to sneak, and to crawl. They'll sleep at my place like maggots. And if they work out like I want, we won't have to worry.
Hello. Oh, Frank, the other Frank, thank you for leaving a tip as well in the coffee jar. Thank you, man, much appreciated. This week is actually very useful since I had to buy new stuff like that instead of records. So this record, I guess, is mostly underlooked, by the way. Let me see. I spoke too soon. Oh no, you can still find it for like decent prices. It can go up quite a lot, but yeah. It's just a brilliant little record from the 90s again. Or no, it might be the early 2000s actually. Yeah,
I'll bid you higher, and even higher if I have to.
Yeah, 2001.
Said Kron with his wolf's grin. I love to lead the children down all those nice paths of sin. They'll all budge up to still. The great city streets they'll fill, and they'll grow too old to pity. Just right for the cops to kill. Give me the little children, you good, you rich, and you wise. And while the busy world spins around, while you shut your goddamn eyes, and your judges will all have work, and your lawyers will flap their tongues, and your jail guards and cops will be the fathers to your young. Auction off your future.
Yeah, much more versatile than people give him credit for. I would agree with that, Dom. Some of his records are like time period pieces in a way. But there are great ideas, like musically, intellectually. It's music that has heart, but also intelligence. Like this. This has more intelligence than heart, maybe. We'll see. You guys will tell me. Yeah. Hello, Christopher. Hello, 4D man. Well, I think that when you want to to talk about music with someone else. I think the first job is you give some context. The first job is, by the way, to share the existence of the music with others. Then you give some context. Then you give a personal appreciation. And when you've done that already, you're already on the right tracks. Then you can add stuff, of course, obviously, depending on who's your audience as well. On Monday I might, as I'm gonna have my nephew here. Hello, John. For me, James Blake became extremely good with the third album, I think. But he was interesting since the beginning, absolutely. Ah, nice. Yeah. So today I was having a discussion with a musician, a pianist who plays the more modern repertoire. And he dismissed this as the composer as a nutcase, someone who writes music that is impossible to play. So that he has to basically nurture the orchestra to his own needs. He has to control them. So basically a bankrupt intellectual venture. I disagree, but I see where he's coming from. This is part of my ongoing obsession with Dumitrescu. Spectral, post-spectral music genius from Romania with these lovely records. You see these records don't have the hardest paper, cardboard, but they have the heaviest gloss you've ever seen on any record. Electric record. Yeah, so this is Apogeum for 22 wind instruments and 3 groups of percussions. I mean, I could have played everything on this is spectacular in my opinion. This is from 1972. Not easy music, obviously, but Hello, I'm the Dead. I don't hate it. I don't love it. For me, it's cool that Lou Reed did that experience. I guess it was important in a way that someone would do that in the close to mainstream. But I guess if I owned it, it would be more for historical reasons than personal, pure appreciation. Hello, Vance. Did you just send me a PM? Yeah, not easy to find. Absolutely. unfortunately, and I'm still looking for a bunch of his records, or trying to afford them, which is, yeah, not an easy task these days. And I'm partly responsible of my own misery there. We'll talk about that eventually. Oh, you're talking about Gheorghe Ligeti. I see where you're coming from, but I would put him in a quite different category. The thing is that Krilpon is dedicated to electronic music, supposedly. This is not. This is, but yeah, he could and maybe should. But I guess maybe this can be found on CD. I don't know. I don't check that at all. Did he? Because the George Harrison record, electronic record, is not good at all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, this is much more violent than Ligeti, much more busy in a way. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's kind of, for me, it's a case of someone getting an expensive toy, toying with it, but I don't find the results at all inspiring in terms of composition skills. Which is part of the idea behind spectral music. Spectral music is many things, but it's and was started in France by Tristan Muraille and Gérard Griset. But it kind of influenced other composers, and it has. I did like a stream video about that maybe a year ago or so, and one of the ideas behind spectral music is like through orchestration and play musicianship to take the instrument out of its sonic realm, its own established sonic realm, by the confrontation and combination with sounds from other instruments, so that you can't really understand or catch which instrument is playing what. It's more complicated than that, but that's one of the interesting aspects of this music. Okay, let's have some cold warm again. Cold warmth. Yeah. Yeah, I give him credit for doing it and trying, and maybe putting the seed of this kind of music in the minds of innocent listeners. But yeah, he could have done much better. Yeah, Thomas Conner. Absolutely mesmerizing music. Hello, Alex. Nice to see you. Yeah. For how long, we'll see. Depends on when the next snowfall comes. I think so. Not everyone thinks that. Some people think it's an obtuse, contrarian, failed intellectual enterprise, but I certainly don't. Nice. Yeah, I played last week on Iridial. Ideal Records. Yeah. You said it in a much more polite way than I do, Michael. Thank you. Not mimicking another instrument for demand. More like that, extending the sounds to the point that when they meet other sounds, you don't know from which instrument the sound you're currently perceiving is originating from. Don't be sorry. He's just take notes, Pinup. In a way, like that's only part of it, but yeah, that's not necessarily just like. Again, you have to think outside the idea of the instrument and its accepted function, aesthetic. I heard some, but yeah. Oh yeah, Marius is having a giveaway on his channel this weekend, if I remember correctly. All right. But honestly, I'm not colored by that at all. Ouais, pour l'instant. So yeah, this is what I'm playing right now is pretty obscure record, like probably someone who does something different usually, because this was made under the alias. I'm not showing you the cover because it's just a basic white label cover. So this is someone called XX Delphin, who did 3 records, no name, no one knows who that might be, and all of them are called or named after porn stars. This is his first one. It's called Jenna Hayes, and it's just great. Dubby, extremely dubby techno, but not straight up techno, a little bit electro-ish as well, I would say. So the Eötvös of XX Delphin has what we're listening to: Jenna Hayes EP, the Tory Lane EP, and the Belladonna EP. And all these records were released between 2013 and 2015. Sean, Vinyl Dreamscape, thank you for leaving a tip in the coffee jar, man. Much appreciated and much needed right now with this temperature. I have a couple of records I hoped I would have been getting for tonight, but like I'm sure it will get here, but like the transportation right now, it's a bit, yeah, it's not the easiest time of the year, let's put it that way. I'll show Balearic the record so you can get like some idea about it. But he's called XX Delphin, and yeah, it's absolutely, it's really good, and it's also one of these records you can get for $5. But that is actually really, yeah, should cost more. I guess it's not. If it was more up tempo, it would have been played in a mythical DJ set by one of the DJ superstars of Berghain or something like that, and it would cost a lot. But just because the tempo is more like slow house, 116 BPM, it doesn't get the craze that a lot of these records usually get. So I have another cheap record. Tonight I feel a little bit gentle, because it's a beauty again. For the jazz heads. Not only though. So yeah, I was saying Sean, the Vinyl Dreamscape, who left a tip in the coffee jar, the link in the description of the video if you want to support the stream and the channel, to tip your DJ of the night. Always appreciated and useful for the continuation of all of that. Oh, Paul, thank you for following my advice. Thank you very much for the support, Paul. Oh, yeah. That's the polite way to put it, Ted, again. I'm not sure what Marius is talking about, but I will again. And I guess for the Christmas stream, the one right before Christmas, I'll do a few giveaways, competitions, and I might give away one of my unreleased records that I found a copy of, 2 copies of recently. One that is completely, that no one has, like less than 5 people. Ah, good. Yeah, that's the one. There you go. Yeah, it's just just imagine yourself like, yeah, that's perfect night driving music. through that. So there you go. Pretty cool, like indie artwork. And some horny dolphins. Always, always nice to have. Unless you're the recipient of the horny dolphins' attention, because they can be, dolphins in the age of Me Too is not a good combination, I think. Oh, thank you, John, for leaving a little tip. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. Yeah, John's been a regular supporter, but he usually lately arrived late during the streams. So now I know Dom should instantly say who this is.
Falling all over the floor, I can't seem to find my way. Every time I lift my glass, people laugh at me. Won't you tell me how to behave? Here's my hand, look in my eyes.
No, it's not all about avant-garde. Is this avant-garde? I don't know. You tell me.
I'm alive, everyone seems so lost in the past. It's you
nice, well.
As my head is clear most of the time, all I ask of you, I really want to.
There you go. No one knew about that until now. Do you still know them? Do you know if they still do stuff?
All over the floor, I can't seem to find my way. Every time I lift my glass, people laugh at me.
Yeah, you gotta get some variety, some diversity, Peter. That's Peter, right?
That's all I ask of you. I really want of you. I'm alive.
Nice.
Everyone seems so lost in the past. It's you I love.
I love Pinup and the questions. Not yet. I have to go and pick my tree in the forest here, but it's been snowing too much, so I have to wait for a relapse. Oh yeah, sorry, I was meaning to say something to Liam. It's coming. I'm sure we could find some. I'll let it play a little bit. Of course, it's Sheila Jordan.
I used to visit
an interesting album since it's a duo, voice, bass, nothing else.
The come what may places,
Sheila and Arild Andersen.
Where one
on Steeplechase
on the axis
from
of the
1978. Totally under the radar album of hers. I mean, I did a whole video about her. That was one of the two records I was not sure about. Let me tell you, I got this 2 or 3 days ago. Listened to it from start to end at least 3-4 times. Yeah, 3 times at least, maybe 4.
That used to be where you could see that
I encourage you to watch the video I did about her quite a long time ago. A pretty thorough survey of her career. I've seen her live a few times. And without knowing it was her, actually, before I was aware of her. She did that album on Blue Note, Portrait of Sheila, in 1962, that is absolutely insanely good. What's great about her is her voice is not about strength.
Oh yes, I was wrong.
She's still alive, by the way. and still performing, I think. She married in '56, I believe, Charlie Parker's drummer, an Afro-American. She is a white lady singing, and that was quite not common back then.
And only last year,
wow,
everything seemed so sure.
Lots of Steve Kuhn compositions on this, by the way. They did a lot of stuff together.
Is awful again. A trough full of hearts would only be a bore.
Ah, okay.
A trip to Paris.
If you don't care, if you don't mind writing me a comment on this later, I would appreciate that.
Just to smile in spite of it. I'll forget you. I will. While yet you are still burning inside my brain.
You hear, like, her breathing is incredible, how he manages to prolong. And her voice is not young anymore on this, you can hear. But, and I won't lie to you, Arild Anderson, I've heard a few records with him before. This is by far the best performance I've heard of him. Maybe it's because it matches very well the project. Ah, yes. Good job, Alex. Yeah, the album, the Steve Kuhn album with her, on ECM is not that good, to be honest.
I'll forget you.
Yeah.
I will forget you. While yet you are still burning inside my brain. Romance is much stifling those who strive. I'll live a lush life in some small time, and there I will be while I rot with the rest.
This song, the lyrics are incredible.
Whose lives are lonely.
Edward, thank you, man. Edward, thank you for leaving a tip in the coffee jar. In the description of the video, the link, the first one. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. Hello, Ryan. Aha. some exchange action there. What was it, Dom? Tell us. Yeah, it's a pretty great take on the track. Very minimal. Hello, Rich. Nice to see you. The track I'm playing now is one of these tracks I can play at both speeds. And I do. Justin, thank you for leaving a tip, man. Yeah, it was a shame this past week. There was a couple of records I was eyeing to. I thought I had like a good deal, and then yeah, the snow hit the fan, as they say. So thank you guys for supporting me and the channel. So hopefully there'll be a second chance for these records. Hello, Rohead Jim. I don't know that. I know her, but yeah, I'll check. Oh, you lucky. Ryan is talking about, let me show you. An incredible psychedelic music album. Self-released on Phantom Code by Cyclo. This is the first pressing, so I think, yeah, that's what I thought. It's a little bit of a white affair. Peter, thank you, man. Many thanks. Peter just left a little tip to support the channel. Hello, fan. So what are we listening to? We're listening to Jiri Jiri, which is an African project monitored by Moritz von Oswald from Palais Schomburg and also Maurizio, probably the inventor or at least grandpa of European techno from Germany. This is the cover. I'll show you the record when it's played, and maybe I'll start to play it after a little while at a different speed, so you can see the potential. Oh, thank you, Justin. Justin also left a little tip. Oh, sorry, I was still Ryan. Okay. Ah, nice. Nice, Ryan. Not that it should matter that much, but it's always a little bit fun. It's a great pressing. Maybe I'll play some of it. This part always gets me. But as you can hear, it's the wrong speed. Okay, so let's play it at the right speed for a little while so you get how cool this record is. Completely different groove, suddenly. I don't know, maybe it's also your mindset that is positively set for that, which is good. Yeah, absolutely. It's an old, I don't know, I've had it for a long, like for 20 years. It's my default jacket when I don't, like I have quite a lot of layers under this. And it also allows me some mobility for what I'm supposed to do for you guys. If you send it, I did, and I think I did. Thank you again, then, Wins. Yeah, Marius, and I think it's one of these records again that costs nothing. Let's see. Oh yeah, one of these, like $5 record again. Oh, we love them. But see, like, this is faster, but at the same time, it's slower than if you just experience it as like a dub. Rich, thank you for leaving a tip, man. Merci beaucoup. Some of it, yeah. And now a little preview for Ryan's Christmas, and maybe a discovery for some of you of some amazing psychedelic music. I want to say a little thing about an idea I had about the VC, but let me just double check quickly what you guys play. Oh yeah, and I have to show the record, sorry. Mark Ernestus. Presents Jerry. And we listen to Casamanche version. Thank you, Rufan. We always with the questions, huh, Pina? No, I don't. Although all my ladies are from space, I would assume. These guys recently produced the latest new albums by Shirley Collins, the great folk singer from the UK. But they used to be in Coil. As this could be a clue, with the font there having been used by Coil. Cyclo with Wounded Galaxies tab at the window. Mesmerizing album of hurdy-gurdy piano, electronics, sounds from unknown various origins. So the other day I was like going, like sorting stuff in the house while I had no electricity, and I found an old magazine I had. A special edition of the Sound Projector. The Sound Projector was a fanzine magazine about music and records, edited by Ed Pinsent from Liverpool, a famous underground cartoonist who invented the VC analogly. So this is just a bunch of reviews, random reviews of records from 2006 or before, whenever, that he got and his friends got, and they just showcase them and talk about them. And when I bought that, when it was released, I didn't fully understand, grasp what it was all about. But see, if I open a random page, you get John Visa, Dome, Kevin Drum, and Dust, the hard rock band. So it goes in all directions with, jazz, funk, rock, avant-garde, noise, folk music, ethnographical. So it struck me that that was a sort of VC before the VC. And also like a romantic gesture, because why do this? This is not on the format that existed back then, until it kind of does here, and on a lot of you other friends' own corner of the YouTube. Oh, nice to hear. Well, for me, Hunter Thompson is permanently associated with Ralph Steedman, which I associate with Terminal Cheesecake. Hello, Angela. I do when I get asked and paid to do so. I haven't done that in some time now. Hello, Eric. Actually, there is some mention. Actually, there is the George Harrison album is in the magazine, if I remember correctly. I'm getting. Now, someone who doesn't get mentioned by the VC too much, even to the best of my knowledge, even by the corner it should be. funny. Yeah, here is a review of that Likens album I played a few months ago, and I had no idea back then what it was. Oh, you get even Pink Floyd in this. I'd forgotten. Can't find it. Anyways, maybe it's for the best. Yeah, I have an extensive collection of the stuff I've written in. Salut Chris, nice to see you. Hello Nick. Wow, already an hour and 12 minutes. Time flew by. Oh, by the way, I'll soon be getting something I have to show you for the event that you'll be quite excited with. You know what? I was gonna pick it. This is a double compilation, a double LP compilation of very old electronic music from India, as you can see, by Indian musicians and also some English musicians. And I decided to cancel my order because, not because of the sound, but because it's quite amazing that this exists, but I didn't find the music that satisfying. I love electronic music, it doesn't mean I'm not critical about it. Oh, the one we were talking about, Liam. Ah. Yeah, since I don't know when, but sometime earlier this year, I decided to use my own graphics. Yeah, the one, if you see the thumbnail of this video, was an attempt to bargain with the devil to get some heat for tonight. A rave in hell. I have no doubt it is, Chris. I'm just not sure about the music, but I'll definitely check it again. It's something I think I need to spend some time with, but I wasn't sure I needed it musically. Which period do I prefer in electronic music? I don't have one preferred, but if you want me to say one thing just to create debate, I would probably say the 60s, late 60s. 7, yeah. So no one is asking what that wonderful record is yet. Ah. This is Bill Dixon, Volume 1 of Considerations on the amazing 4 label. An Italian label, Fore, from Milano. It's interesting, like Bill Dixon had like an amazing career in the late 60s in New York, and then he went to Europe and had 2 volumes of this. Here's the second one. The Four label is a great label that doesn't do just jazz. This features Alan Silva, Steve Hornstein, Henry Letcher, and the first part. Okay. Like the second volume features an orchestra as well. But he has a bunch of albums on Soul Note, the Italian label. But he was part of one of the greatest jazz recordings of all time, in my opinion, with Albert Ayler and Don Cherry. 6 Corners, it's called. I'm not sure I remember the title. Ah, Record Hound. I was wondering if you would stop by. Saw you finally on Chance the other day. Well, the beginning had a sense of beauty. This is still beautiful in my opinion, but it's less concerned with beauty than the first part. Yeah, they have these are amazing editions with this heavy stock, cardstock inner sleeves. I love this. Bill Dixon, musician, composer, so pretentious, but in a nice way, I think. So yeah, the record sounds much better than the other one was playing the bed wax altogether. Sorry. Yeah, there's a bunch of Dixon. I bet you have to discover now because you would love that shit. I guess I would even go as far to say that Bill Dixon is one of the still greatest kept secrets in jazz. Not that he's unknown, obviously. But he's a giant, and no one talks about him. Is this a good time to remind the people who are watching this, not during the live streaming, that, and even you guys, if you like tonight's show, to leave a little thumbs up on the video, like and subscribe if you're not subscribed, and you find this sustainable. And if you're watching this after the fact, you can leave a comment, and you can always support the channel by leaving A little tip to your DJ in the coffee jar, the link in the description of the video. Yeah, I was playing at the same time. Yeah, I have a few records like that. Now something I haven't played in quite some time. Oh, this is absolutely killer for me. One of the few albums on vinyl by an artist who just released a mini album that I was feeling like I need to get it because I'm such a fanboy of his. And in the end, it's good, but I'm not gonna get it. It's not as good as this. One of my absolute favorite masters of the 303, the TB-303 by Roland. 808 if you're here. This is so creepy and so psychedelic at the same time. A little more, I mean, his instrument is the trumpet, so it's already different, but yeah, I see it, like, philosophically, it's not miles away. Who's? John, I don't remember the name exactly. I have. Maybe I'm mixing up a few things. It's not impossible. It's up in the house, that's why. Oh yeah, I'm mixing up a little bit. It's not with Albert Ayler, sorry. Yeah. With Archie Chap, the Septet, the New York Contemporary 5, and Septet. Electronic, yeah, you're right for your spot. You didn't miss it, I didn't say what it is yet. Hello, Paddy. This is Global Goon, his classic orchestra album from 2012. Global Goon's been around for a long time. He started his career on Reflex, Aphex Twin's label, which kind of makes sense, obviously, but he's never been really part of a crew, of a scene, which is a shame because he means he hasn't released that much. But he just released a mini LP, and you can go check it out and make up your mind. It's on the CPU label from Sheffield. Now, a rock record that I have no idea if it's expensive or not, if it's difficult to find or not. Something I've had for quite some time. It's one of this track I used to play in DJ sets, but it's a rock record. It's a like post-punk, whatever. I don't know how to to explain this. Yeah. Hello, Andy. Yeah. For me, Global Goon, when he hits gold, he's one of the absolute. He's a genius, in my opinion. In that realm of music, at least. So sometimes it takes a long time before they get appreciated. Ah, okay. No, I don't have it. It's a wonderful city.
Try to explain the best way I can, trying to cover every reason why Peter and I took your identical twin sister into the garden.
All right, Lens. Bye bye.
The smell of sex blended with the scent of the flowers, but was swept away by the wind in a matter of seconds. Why the tears? It could have been you. Peter was weak, he wanted you more than her. But even he admitted he could hardly tell the difference. When we went back indoors, your photographs seemed then to stare, as if in disagreement with the recent event. I know very little about the distance between stars, or about the motives of beats, but I can always smell the summer coming, at the latest by early spring.
So, what is this, huh? It was released in 1982 on Red Flame, which was an offshoot of the Cherry Red label. And I know so little about this band. They have another album that is really quite crap, but this track is so dope. Hello, Arnaldo. All right. Yeah, lots of goons around, right? Yeah, I'm sure you can find it on discogs for cheap somewhere. Yeah, Bandcamp is, for me, Bandcamp, this great bad idea. Order directly from the band, but it's all sabotaged by the fact that Bandcamp themselves they handle the shipping costs, and it's never acceptable for me. It's always crazy. So the only times I order from Bandcamp is when I order in the US to be shipped to a friend in the US, so that he can ship it to me for cheaper than if I had ordered it on myself. I didn't see that. Wow. Yeah, that album is fantastic. Yeah, that's a good decision. Nah, the voice was the kind of weak part of the song. It's alright, but it's just really the groove, which is, yeah, very, very much so. And yeah, like this beat is like infectious. So now a record I bought blind, not totally, but so this is a British composer that I really like. But I like him because he did something quite odd. I mean, he did a modern classical piece which incorporates electronic music, which is not odd, but which is odd in his discography. But I thought it was so good that I wanted to discover more from him. And this is really good. So this is Brian Fernehoe, Funerals. The York Höller piece is amazing. Directed by Peter Eötvös. It's maybe not something that will strike you immediately as wow, this is amazing, but and very few people thought so, as you can see from I don't know if you can see these promotional copy only, forbidden for sale, like stamp, like I don't know how to show that. Oh, my friend Bobby is texting me that the track I just played, Into the Garden by Arthur, was a really big John Peel record in late 81, 82 from Sheffield. There you go. If I have some shortcomings in my presentation of the music, now we can rely on the family, on the extended family. Not sure if Bobby would want to be part of the family, though. Yeah, that's a good policy. Yeah, so that's the difficult music segment of the stream tonight. Are you guys talking about this? Crimson-esque Zappa-ish? To listen again the work. What the record facilitates to the extreme is not exactly getting used to it, to the point of indifference, to the point of being, fed up, allergy. It's more like knowing, recognizing, identifying it for yourself. Cross the threshold of strangeness, the obscurity of the first take, the first glimpse, to let yourself overtaken by the mystery made both the evidence and the unexplained. This is what Pierre Boulez, who's conducting this, is saying about this. Translating live. Yes, I do. And I have a fun copy of it. So yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now here's a little bit of a... I don't know if I would call this a secret weapon of mine, but it's a pretty dope record, pretty unique. And I already hinted at it earlier tonight. So the electric sound that you're hearing here, hello vinyl pants. This is the, I think this is the Moog drum. They only specify synthesizer on this, but wow. So this is Joe Gallivan and Charles Austin again. Expression to the winds. It's interesting that this duo lasted that long. This was recorded in Miami in 1977, around the same time they were collaborating with Jean Schwartz, or right before. So Charles Austin on alto, tenor and soprano saxophones, English horn and flute, I think he's like 15 years older than Joe Gallivan. on drums and synthesizers or percussion here. And yeah, like Charles Austin is an Afro-American musician. Joe Gallivan is I don't know exactly from where, but I think he's Latino, or I'm not sure actually. I mean, his name is not very Latino, but I tried to get in touch with him recently, but I heard that he was quite ill, so we'll see. Bonne nuit Pinap, bonne nuit Liam. Fantastic Voyage. You mean the Disney movie with the animals, or is it like the Jules Verne adaptation, but also by Disney, I think? Well, the original doesn't sound great, unfortunately. Yeah, this record, I'm just gonna let it play a little bit because it's such a wow. It's this one I got recently, and I knew of it, and I don't know. You know, sometimes you have with jazz musicians, you have a bunch, like 2-3 albums from them that you really like, and there's some more, but you don't necessarily need everything by someone you like. At least I don't, unless I find something unique or special about each of these records. And well, at one point I got convinced that there might be something special about all these records, and this one I got recently just to be able to listen to it, and I've listened to it quite a lot, quite obsessively since I got it. So it's not like an obvious record, like with something that strikes you like a hook, or this is almost a hook, but yeah. It's not a cheap record, but not an expensive one. I mean, it's not like a $5 record. Or maybe if you're lucky, because I don't think many people talk about it. Good night, Rufan. Oh, I think she's saying good night to others because she's in the US, so there's it's not late for Ruf like it is for us. Yeah, I agree with you, and I don't think they're just that great musically either, but don't tell anyone. Actually, it's I don't know if it's a good question, but I'm tempted to say yes, because no, I don't. There are days when I don't listen to any music at all. And I guess there's no day I don't listen to music on the computer to seek out new stuff or new to me music. But to come here to the studio to put records on at least once a week with you guys, and probably like usually 2 or 3 times a week, sometimes more, but a minimum of 2 or 3 times plus the streams. That sometimes I prepare a little bit, sometimes I don't. Usually there's not much to prepare, depending on how recently I got some of the records I'm playing. Next I'm actually going to play, no, not this one, not yet. Yeah, when you have a great and extensive record collection, should you feel guilty when you don't listen to it every day? That's a question I ask myself sometimes and refuse to come up with an answer. Who are you infatuated with? Or what are you infatuated with, Rufan? Now, here's a record by one of our own VC adjacent members. He would probably object to that description. Well, you know, Dom, that depends. If you're on tour, you're playing a gig, and then in the morning you have record stores. I believe this gentleman, people haven't seen his face in the VC, but they've seen him comment sometimes here and often at other places. This is Tom Rechion. (1981, 1982). I got this as a VCLT from someone at the what's the name of that forum? Waxidermy. 8 or 9 years ago. Oh, well, if it's mutual, then it's perfect. Congratulations, Rufan. Hello, Janne. Yeah, it's a good album. Yeah, so this is from his Los Angeles Free Music Society days, which probably are never going to be over. Because how can you leave that philosophy? But yeah, this is one of the more rock releases. This was not mainstream, but almost. This is a record that was well pressed and probably somewhat well distributed. I know people find this in the wild. And there's obviously some postmodernist aspects to that, but we won't hold it against him too much. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, Eroko Ivisto9. I always struggle with the name. Finnish prog synthesizer, electronic music. Great. Yeah. That's some great stuff there. Ooh, I like this. This I really like. Yeah. I wonder if it's Tom himself who did the design of of this. Good chance. It is. Yeah. Cover by Tom Rechion. Thanks for the inspiration, Rodchenko. Yeah, this is dope. This is really, really good. It's not an expensive record, again. Hello, Pat. Nice to see you. Oh, traffic. Traffic music. When you're in traffic, is there anything that can make it less infuriating? Is it possible? Yeah, absolutely. What could we play? Let's try to ease it a little bit for for Pat. And for me, because it's starting to feel really, really cold. So let's get it a little warmer. That's true. I totally agree with that. See? Oh my god. No, Eric. No. That's just plainly wrong. Let's try this to see. Pat will tell us. Let's see if that will make you want to go more Michael Douglas or not. You are not wrong. The second volume of Taboo, the series for Arthur Lemon. I love his records. these records usually are super cheap as well. Yeah. Yeah, they kind of were. It was an attempt, I guess. Tom would tell us. I wouldn't say it's an attempt of doing something commercially viable, but kind of. Ah, see? So it was a little bit working. But the next tune, as we close into disco time, as defined by our dearest 808. I'm starting to feel like numb in the fingers and the limbs. It's so cold, but yeah. There is kind of a theme with them, right? And please don't go this way, Pat, huh? Yeah, no, but you know, when it's minus 15 outside, and this is a shed, a wooden shed, it's not gonna help that much. These two records are so... You could easily describe this as just like lounge exotica. I think it's much more than that. Obviously there's jazz in this. And now let's get creepy. Creepy, but let's get yeah, this is a dark track. A merciless track in many ways. It's a 3 LP set that I bought solely because of that track. And I don't regret it. Very simple and subtle syncopation already. played this track in a long time. I always, when I DJ at a party and when I DJ at like peak time, I want to have this with me. But sometimes I feel it's maybe a little too weird. And I shouldn't think that because I just find this absolutely stunning. It's a compilation called Eötvös on the Token label, famous label for like mid 2010s European techno. There's great names on that. There's Karen, James Ruskin Surgeon, Planetary Assault System, which is what's his name again? Luke Slater, and this Lucy. Lucy is one of the very few savant techno producers. He hails from Italy, but yeah, he's in Berlin. He has this label called Stroboscopic Artifact. I don't know if Zeb is around, but I'm going to play a Norwegian record after that. That is quite very cool. And I've never heard anyone in the VC talk about them, even if they have quite a long discography. Cheers. Yeah, I needed tonight. I had no idea how it would go, but I still haven't played half of the highlights. I love when techno has like this kind of like idiot savant melodies that are used almost more rhythmically than melodically. Yeah, this is rare. Sure. There's very few tracks like that. I look for this kind of stuff. I don't know if you could, back when I bought it, it was sold out instantly and it was quite an expensive record. You know, after a few years, like these records can go down in price easily. Let me see. Frank Ruppig. Frank, thank you so much for leaving a tip in the coffee jar. It's been a while now, huh? I got used to for that first hour with you guys being really, really great. Yeah, Frank just left a tip. He tipped the DJ of tonight in the coffee jar, which is the link in the description of the video, the first one. Thank you, Frank, much appreciated. No, you can get it for, like, it's a triple LP. You can get this for yeah, like $40, around $40. And Steve, thank you, Steve. Thank you for keeping this warm. Ah, nice. Much appreciated, Steve. Ah, Ravi. Well, next track is from Norway, so you'll tell me. I'll be curious about what you think about that, if you know that band. Yeah, when you consider a triple LP, yeah, you had to pay like 70, 80 bucks like the week after this was released. Ah, okay. That's your gain, of course. Thank you, man. Ah, John, I'm glad you enjoyed this one as well. We'll always bring you up, Dave. Yeah, but much more minimal. Like no fat, 0 fat, and a little more psychedelic. Porridge is all energy. Cheers, Vinyl Pants. See you around. With your great Don Cherry new avatar. Oh, thank you, Rumination. I guess I was right to remind you that you guys can support the stream and the channel. Thank you, man. So now I'll need your help driving you far. You have to tell us what the name of that band means. It's a band they're still around, and they still do interesting music. They've been around since the beginning of the 80s. This is their album from 1990. They are a very literature-focused band. They are totally obsessed with Lovecraft, as you can see from their label here. Eldritch Records. This is Famlende Försök. Försök means try. Famlende, I don't know. Absolutely incredible album of like ritual, industrial, psychedelic music. Very unusual album. I think I bought the last copy on discogs of that. It's not in perfect shape. There's like a little seam split, but I thought like, I don't know when I'm gonna see this next. So a lot of the tracks on this have some like, not necessarily singing but chanting, which goes well with the music, but it is a little bit unusual. So let's see. There you go. Thank you. Are you familiar with the band? I gathered that they are kind of cult, but maybe also in a very small scene. My favorite industrial psychedelic band from Norway is this, with an amazing package. When Lars Pedersen, who was in Holy Toy. This album is such an impeccable, amazing artwork. maybe I'll play some of this. This is their probably easiest to find record, cheapest, absolutely stunning stuff. Oh well, I know they did some albums in Asia. They fusioned like some psychedelic ritual music from, I don't remember which country, if it was Tibet or Cambodia. It's pretty striking music. Nice. So yes, I was stoked to get this record, as it's really good and it's unusual, and it's I mean the logo is pretty dope. Ivar! Hejsan Ivar, tack så mycket. Ivar just supported the stream. Thank you, man. And now this When album. Oof, this track, yeah, that's the one. This is a band that is quite annoying since they're called When, which is probably the most ungoogable name for a band. Its artwork, it's kind of like a Nurse with Wound record in a way. This is from 1991, by the way. Black, white, and gray. Hello, music in the house. Didi, yeah, but yeah, in a way, but at least now it's just, I guarantee you, just try it. Try to Google When the band. They have an album that I love that is only on CD, unfortunately, which is how I discovered them in the early 90s, featuring a rock in opposition guy. I don't remember the name now. It's all blur. Yeah, absolutely. For me, it reminds me a little bit of this amazing album by Gedalia Tazartes, the French surrealist singer. His album called Transport, I believe. Where do I have my Gedalia Tazartes records? That's an interesting question. Oh no, I have them up in the house. Oh yeah, I think yeah, this track is insane, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this is cool stuff indeed. You know, what is a cool record? There's obviously the music that you like, so it's cool for you, or it should be, whatever that means, cool. But I guess in a way, you could say I'm into cool records, not necessarily as a goal, but maybe it becomes a little bit of a goal. Like, it's fun to get cool records, but what is a cool record indeed? I guess it's probably something that is both under the radar and also very celebrated in its own little niche. Not necessarily popular, but that gets the right kinds of accolades. I don't know. I mean, when I guess when showing your records to music lovers who don't necessarily know you or the music you're gonna show, when these records bring you joy, just like sharing them, that's cool records. There's a passage on this record, I have to find it. Let me needle drop it. Oh, it is on the other side. Yes. It's just filled with great ideas. I know that record in and out in a way, and yet it always surprises me, the arrangement of it. Yeah. Or with a healthy dose of stubbornness. Oh yeah. Yeah, but you know what? In a way, I would say not all Moondog records are cool. I think that his later ones are the coolest because they are more subjective in a way. A cool record needs to be able to have a healthy dose of subjectiveness, which I guess all music has. Yeah. This is for me. Yeah, absolutely. This is genius. It's beauty, strange, haunting, emotional. Obsessive. I would probably put this record in my top 100 favorite records ever. And you will keep get surprised by this. Absolutely. Good job, Pat. So beautiful. And wait, it still will get more unexpected and beautiful. I told you though that there was a rock in opposition connection with this. I think Chris Cutler worked on some tracks with them. There's some even singing that is absolutely beautiful in it, but I'll let you do some of the work. Thank you, Pat, for leaving a tip in the coffee jar as well. Thank you, man. I think I'm going to play one or two more tracks, unless people hear. Oh yeah, I'll let you enjoy some of the voice, because the singing is actually pretty good and surprising. I love your avatar. I'm not sure what it is, but I kind of like it. Yeah, this record is just a journey with turns and turns and turns. And ideas. It's just filled with fun and surprising and beautiful and challenging ideas. Black, White and Grey by Wen. I thought so that it was new, yeah. No, this is interesting. This is an album, the first album by a producer that I knew almost nothing about a month ago. how should I put it? Yeah, let me see. Where he just produced the latest album that was released on Warp by what's her name again? Big R&B singer. Wait a second. Kelala? What's her name again? I'm not sure. I'll find it quickly. So this is Florian TB-303, who has done quite a few things in the past. This is kind of on the same, I would say, quite close to romance. So this kind of like hypnagogic, almost vaporwave in a way. How do I find this? Production, yeah. So yeah, Kelela, her latest album on Warp was co-produced by him. This was, I believe, kind of maybe self-released. Let me double check. Because this was not like super easy to find. This is basically You Look So Serious 1 and 2. He did the first album in 2018 and another one this year, and they were both released on vinyl together on this label called Innermost. No, that's not his label, but it comes like the printing is pretty awesome. It's letterpress with this like silver inks. You can't see too well with the letters. Oh, here a little bit. It's a double LP, by the way. It's like feel-good music for the end of times. Thank you, Dom. Have a good one, and yeah, I'll do that. As we're about to close this for tonight, which is when I finally remind you again, one last time, like the video, subscribe if you like the kind of stuff that has been going on during that stream, because there's more of that every week and in the past. Leave a comment if you're watching this whenever, now, or even more so if you're watching this after the fact. And if you really liked the stream and you want to support it, if you haven't already, you can always support this, helping me to get all these records to present to you as well, by leaving a little tip to your DJ of the night in the Ko-fi jar, the first link in the description of the video, and I'll shut up about that for now. You can hear now the vocals creeping in the mix from very long distance. Florian TB-303. You're most welcome for the yeah, that's the album that he co-produced. Is it? No, you have to go to the You Look So Serious 1+2. There are 3 copies of it available on discogs right now. And I believe one seller might be himself or the label. I'm not sure. Thank you, Sean, and thank you for your tipping. Actually, I'll just. Well, you're welcome and appreciated as usual, Pat. Very much so. Thank you, Ivar. So I'll just quickly say hello to everyone, but also to Frank, to Ivar, to Dom, to Vinyl Pants, to Frank, to Rich, to B45, to Justin Peters, to Bat, to John Levinson, to Paul Loyola, Sean the Vinyl Dreamscape, Gidget, Frank again, Marius, Ryan Smith, and Chris. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. And thank you Graham and Ryan Anderson, who supported me since last week. Graham and Ryan have both been extremely good to the stream throughout the months of this year and a half now almost. I think I started to stream like this in August last year. So yeah, it turned out pretty good, didn't it? Bye bye. Yes, which is a better deal. You get 2 albums instead of 1. There you go. Could have done with a little more dub, right? Yeah. Let's do the deal within all of us. Like, let's remain human. There you go. What an abrupt end to very smooth music. Thank you guys. See you next week if I survive the cold, and have a great weekend, you all.